Hey everybody, here we got a 2007 Mini Cooper. Air conditioning discharge temperature is over 60 degrees Fahrenheit. And I wanted to show you a couple of tricks that you can do with this Foxwell 520 Pro diagnostic scanner to find out what's going on inside the plenum chamber and what the evaporator temperature actually is. So let's get into it. Okay everyone, a lot of people on the forum are having problems with their mini air conditioning system. And I want to show you what can potentially happen with your temperature control door. If I just flip down here to control units and hit enter, and then go into trying to get this into focus here, and then go to body, just want to select body, and then once the menu comes up, you're going to go to item number, I think it's 25 on the menu. So in this case we have just a Cooper with a manual control system. So we're going to go to IHKS and we hit enter. Then we're going to go into live data. Whoops, too far. There we go. Live data. Then you're going to bring up your flap temperature, flat position temperature. And then you'll just select that position by hitting enter and then press F3. Now you can see, whoops, get this back into focus here. Now right now my position on my door is 8% and it's in full cold. Now I know for a fact that by using the flex scope that at 8% the door is fully closed, and that prevents any airflow from the heater, where the heater core is, from that chamber of the plenum over into the other chamber where the evaporator coil is. I'm going to turn the temperature control knob to full hot, and you can see the value changing on the flat position, and it's 100. So that's full hot. Now when I rotate this back to full cold into the stop, it's going to stop at 17%. And you can see clearly there at 17%. Now I've verified this with the flex scope into this vent, that when the scanner shows 17%, the door is still open. It allows the hot air from the heater side of the plenum chamber to come over to the evaporator side of the plenum. Now watch what happens when I take this button and I press it firmly down into cold. If I push really hard on it, it will go down to 8%, but I have to press down very, very hard. So if I just rotate it straight up to hot, and then I rotate, so you can see the change back to 100%. And then if I just rotate this back out to full cold and it stops, the door will stop at 17%. And there it is. If I go back to the temperature control knob and press down on it very hard, it will go back to 8%. Now another neat thing that you can do with this scanner, so if I hit back on my control here, and then back again, if I go up to number 3, the status, and then I select evaporator temperature and hit enter, and then press F3, there's a handy little sensor right on the evaporator coil, and it tells me what the temperature is. There we go. Evaporator temperature right now is 84 degrees. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go for a little drive, and I'm going to show you what happens to that temperature as we start to turn air conditioning on and get some airflow through the condenser coil. All right, everybody, now we're driving down the road, 60 miles an hour, 90-degree day down here in South Florida. It's 42 degrees at the evaporator. And I've got my temperature control door at 8%, so feels nice inside the car. But if you just take that temperature control knob, turn it to full hot, and then rotate it back to full cold, you can tell a significant temperature increase. If you press firmly down on the knob, it will get even colder, and that's because that rheostat on that temperature control knob is not commanding the door to go to full close. All right, everyone, now we're inside the car. We've got the flex scope into the register on the right side of the speedometer, and I'm looking right now. You're looking at the temperature control door. As you can see over there on the temperature control knob, I am in full cold, but you can see here, I can actually see right there, that is those coils in there. That's part of the heater core. So I'm going to I'm going to go to full hot, and you can see the door open. And now I'm going to take the temperature control knob and go to full cold until it hits the stop. And the door's going to close, and you'll notice it doesn't close all the way. I can still see part of the evaporator coil, or the heater core, excuse me. And so if I press down very firmly, I can get the door to close the rest of the way. And then when I look at my scanner, that's 8%. So again, I'll go back to full hot, and you can see that I can see the heater core completely. Now I'm going to go to full cold, and here comes the door, and it's going to stop right there, and on my scanner I'm stuck at 17%. Now again, if I press firmly, I can get it to go to 8%, but I got to press very firmly in the down position on the temperature control knob, and then all of a sudden I can't see the heater core anymore. So again, just a little bit of opening right there lets all that heat from the heater core mix with the air that's coming through the evaporator coil and come out the register, so you're not getting the air's not as cold as it should be.